Darius Jackson, you got. She played you, brother. Oh man, I feel bad for Darius, man. He got played. Now, guys, I'm gonna show you all the Keke Palmer posts. I'm gonna show you, the evidence of him going at her, putting his hands on her. I'm gonna show you all of that. But because I saw this yesterday and I knew this was gonna happen, because I'm like, this is something. When you see something like this is what you call something well planned, well orchestrated, calculated risks. You know what I mean? So I actually had to applaud the brilliance of Keke Palmer for setting that man up. I'm going to show you the videos and all that. I'm going to show you the evidence, but I want to show you all the posts, the news, how it came out in successive order. I want to show you these posts and how it came in order. And I knew she had evidence of abuse. I knew it. What people don't understand is, especially men in relationships, what men don't realize is the women that you are fornicating with, they have evidence against you, right? She's saving the screenshots. If you getting a little bit too sketchy, she's going to screenshot your text messages. Even if it don't matter if it's out of context, even if she's the bad guy, screenshot her text messages. She's going to screenshot some suspect stuff you said. You know what I mean? So they take pictures of themselves. Say if you were choking her during sex, that happens a lot. They'll take pictures of the bruises. If you did some rough play or stuff like that, or Ish got a hand, and if both of you guys put hands on each other, she's gonna keep that as evidence. Men don't understand that they're sleeping with the enemy, right? So right here you see the title. I'm gonna go through all the posts in successive order and how she released it, and how you could say diabolical, but how well orchestrated it was. How she drops the official news, how she puts it out there in public, restraining order, and requesting full custody. Now, when I see that as the headline, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh, she got evidence against him. She got something. She's not just gonna. Keke Palmer's smart. This is not a dumb girl. She's smart. She's not gonna put that out there without the evidence. Knowing the type of woman she is, she understands the plight of just putting it out there. Oh, I'm just requesting full custody of the son after reconciling. And I was like, oh, no. She got something in the chamber, and she's going to let half the public crucify her first before she releases the other stuff to make the normies look bad. And now when she drops that evidence, well, I'm gonna put that in quotation marks because I can explain that. I already know what happened with that. So once she drops the video of what happened to her, now she gets damn near 100% support. So right here, I want to show you the comments, because the comments were 50-50. They were like, why are you blocking him from seeing your kid, and blah, blah. Right here. So here, you see the caption. She says she alleges he has been physically violent to her, including an instance where he trespassed her home and threatened her before lunging for her neck, striking her, throwing her over the couch, and stealing her phone. Now, when I see that, I'm like, that is awfully specific. And I was like, do not tell me they got this ninja on video losing his mind. When I saw that caption, I'm like, do not tell me they got that shit on video. Because I was like, I think it was so oddly specific. Now I'm going to show you the comments. It said, one of the comments says, why y'all continue to procreate with men you are not married to? And one of the comments says she used him for his DNA. These are facts. I will get into that later. So right here, there's a comment that says this. I feel like he just completely against the way she been acting. And I agree. She literally taunts this man at every turn she gets. That shit ain't cool. He said he don't like how you act, and you continue to try and fuck with his head about his son and his family that he clearly loved, and it's a joke to you. Now, there was a lot of comments. I read that comment specifically. There were a lot of comments in this thread like this. You see, y'all getting out of hand with this child custody stuff. Let that man see his kids. And then you obviously have a woman going completely on the woman's side already. You putting your hands on me, Keke Palmer? So you see, it's 50-50 if you're looking at these comments. It's 50-50. But that's basically what I wanted to point at real quick. Now, I'm going to show you the next post, but I'm going to put it on me first. I'm going to show you the next post. Okay. And you see how it's already setting up. It's already the situation that she's alleging is so oddly specific. And I'm like, I think when I saw that, I'm like, let me let this play out before I made a video. Because I was about to drop and just be like, and I was like, let me wait this out. This case, the way it's planning out, this reminds me of the Mason. Do you guys know Mason Greenwood from England? Football star, English football star. He's right now on Getafe. I think he's on loan. I don't think Manchester United released him. I don't think they completely released him. I think he's on loan. Or I think Getafe bought him. And anyway, anybody that's familiar with the Mason Greenwood case knows what I'm talking about. Once the audio dropped, and when I heard the audio, I felt in my heart he was being extorted. I could feel it. And people had actually dropped some inside information, and I saved the screenshots. I will do a show on that later. But this reminds me eerily of Mason Greenwood's situation, even though in that case, I was alleged rape of his girlfriend, right? But it was interesting how when I actually stuck up for him on Instagram, the simps that went at me at the comments, I was like, nah, I don't think you guys understand what's going on. He's being extorted. And I think you're hearing stuff that they like to go into it. Mason Greenwood and his girl at the time, Harriet, I think one of the IG model that he was going out with. And what's interesting is a year and a half later or something like that, all of a sudden I see a post with him and that same girl. Oh, I'm pregnant. We're back together. I was like, oh, hell no. But anyway, let's go. Let me not go too off topic. But this reminds me of this case. The way it's like the news, the way we're getting the news. I'm like, oh, automatically full custody because of an alleged incident. And it's just like it's not just like, just abuse. She just goes, yeah, he's frequently abusive. Oh yeah, and by the way, there was something that happened. I was like, oh, she got that ninja on camera or something, or audio. Because I'm like, this is too familiar to me. This is too familiar to me. So right here, we're gonna go to the next spiritual word news post. We're gonna go to the next one. Let's see if I can go back. Hopefully I don't lose my damn spot. Yeah. Anyway, right here. Then they go into depth on the restraining order. Let's take a read at this real quick. I'm gonna pull this up for you right now. So Keke Palmer has reportedly been granted a temporary restraining order against ex-boyfriend Darius Jackson. And you see in the caption here, it says, Keke Palmer has also gained sole custody for her 8-month-old son, of which Darius Jackson must also be distanced from. So, translation, she took the kids. She took the kid from him. Just completely. Just took the kid from him. So this is when I see that, I'm like, oh, this is a plan. Something this was planned. This was something that took weeks. Not even weeks, months to plan. This was well planned out to eventually distance Darius Jackson from his son. Interesting. She said, and no matter how much evidence. And right here, this is how I look at Darius Jackson. Because Darius Jackson has been on Twitter, trying to show masculine frame, trying to, trying to keep Keke in check. And I already knew that's going to end bad for you. That's going to end bad. I mean, you could be, even if he was the breadwinner, that was never going to end good for him. What he needs to understand is, homie, you were used for your genetics. She sperm jacked you. You're tall. You're light skinned. She found you attractive enough. She thought you had a nice face, and she looked at your genetics. Your tall, light skin, curly hair, all that. She looked at your hair. She's like, yeah, I need a baby that looks like that. And bye. So right here, this comment, he said, dude just needs to take that L. Shawty just wanted a baby. He was the sperm donor. It's that simple. She don't want to be a family big dog. You live and you learn. I want to see the replies. Oh, she said, "You're insane." Oh, no, 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 no. He said, "You're a woman. Of course you would understand. This scenario happens all the time. It's one of the reasons we got a lot of single mothers who think they running out of time to become a mother. So they just have a baby with a guy. And respectfully, you've been hiding under a rock if you haven't seen this before. That guy really wanted to be a family, and that wasn't Keke's plans. Now he's reacting emotionally because he can't deal with the hard truth of what the situation is. Best thing for a man to do is man up and move on before you end up in prison." Now, I'm assuming he did not see the video yet because I'm looking at the comments. And of course, she's going to be like, "Whatever you say." Oh, Lord. Oh, man. Oh, now she said, "Now you beat women too." He said, "I'm 99% sure you're down with your." Oh shit. Oh, but his mistake was going back and forth with those hens. They're not gonna admit this. Oh man. But yeah, because he's getting his RP rage or blue pill rage now, but it's too late. It's too late. So right here, let's see this. Let me put it back on me real quick because I'm showing you the posts in successive order, right? So let's put it back on me, and I'm gonna bring up the post. I don't think I can show the video of because I think the video had dropped, right? Okay, right here. So she didn't drop the video. She just dropped the frame freezes of him. Okay. Hold on, I'm about to show you it real quick. They got that ninja looking crazy. Got him. Hold on. I'm about to show you. Do you guys remember remember when OBJ was on the Browns? When Odell Beckham Jr. was on the Browns and Marlon Humphreys was on top of OBJ paws and it looked like he was choking him, but it really wasn't. But it was funny at the moment because it was literally like. So right here, Keke Palmer shares stills from her security footage of Darius Jackson attacking her. And this is where the setup is. She had that in the chamber. You file for joint custody. At the same time, restraining order. At the same time, say he's abusive. But in the abusive claim, you highlight a specific event, right? She right now has sole custody of the kid. That means she just took the kid and left. This was planned, guys. Now, people might not understand. The normies will not understand this. And trust me, I'm not really talking to the women here. They're not going to admit this because they like I said, women have evidence on the men that they're fornicating with. They won't admit this. They will not admit this. But I'm going to talk to the men here. This was planned. And I can tell because she's not telling when you hear about, oh, I got physically attacked, I got abused or whatnot, I always ask, okay, what happened? What did you do? And I recommend you not do that because people are going to be mad at you for asking questions. All you got to do is ask them one or two questions and they will get mad. They will get mad at you for not just taking their story at face value. Now, where I grew up, people don't just beat up people for no reason. That doesn't really happen. Like now I know like when you're a kid, you can get made fun of for no reason, right? But I'm talking about getting beat up out of nowhere. That I'm talking about, especially when you're dealing with mature adults, that doesn't just happen. Not normally, right? And so now when you're dealing with a celebrity, right? A celebrity woman as Keke herself and somebody like Darius. So right here, he just oh man, hold on. Let me not get sidetracked. Let me go back to the story. So right here, I already told you Keke Palmer shares stills from her security footage. So let's look at the stills. Right here, you see him grabbing her, right? But bottom line, what I was trying to say, these things don't happen for no reason. I would ask Keke Palmer, what happened? And it's interesting, right in front of the Ring camera, she has this saved from, February 13th, 2022. So she's had this saved. Like I said, Steve Crowder style. Oh Lord. Palmer claims she has security footage from a November 5th incident. Oh, so that's not even that. So she even has even more footage. Oh, beat. So she's showing old shit just as a precursor. Oh, so I guess this is the steal from the November 5th incident, and then she got another incident that she posted. Okay. She went on to allege there have been many instances of physical violence with Jackson that include destroying my personal property, including diaries and prescription eyeglasses. Oh shit! Throwing my belongings into the street. I was thinking about Akili and the Bee. What the fuck? Oh fuck! When I saw prescription eyeglasses, anybody watch Akili and the Bee? That Keke Palmer starred in? Oh, hell no, that's crazy. Throwing my belongings into the street, throwing my car keys to prevent me from driving away, hitting me in front of our son, spewing profanities about me to our son, threatening to kill himself with a gun if I left him, harassment, and other physical and emotional abuse. So when women start saying these things in a legend and they show me these things, you got to ask the question, what did you say to him? He's not doing this out of nowhere. That I do not believe. He's an emotional dude. You got caught lacking. And when I'm looking at these camera stills, right, especially the first one, she makes sure she's right in front of the Ring camera, Steve Crowder's ex-wife style. You know what I mean? So you have to ask, what did she say to him? And I think that's fair. You know, I don't think it's not even a matter of hitting a woman is bad. I don't think people should be putting their hands on anybody. But if we are really in the age of equality, if somebody gets hit, let's take gender out of it. You got to wonder what led to that situation. You have to ask what led to that. Now let's look at these comments. It says the downfall of Darius is crazy. He had gained the support from some men after the Usher incident, and he did. And what he should have done at that time, which he did, he broke it off with her, and he should have just broke it off with her right then and there. Right then and there. Do not reconcile, but he reconciled, which was a mistake. Which was a mistake because he already gained support. He had his support. Now with this stuff, with him reconciling, she was like, all right, finally I can gather my evidence against him. And on top of that, alienate his son from him. So you see this comment again. The downfall of Darius is crazy. He had gained the support from some men after the Usher incident, but I don't think anyone will be on his side now. That's the point. This is why Keke Palmer released these things in succession as she did, while at the simultaneously kidnapping his son, which we're just glossing over that. And that's probably why he went into a frenzy. She probably threatened, which happens a lot, and emotional dudes, because it's a lose-lose, because guys get emotional, and when men get emotional, that's a dangerous man. And then on top of that, if the guy says, you know what, I can't deal with this, I'm out, he's a deadbeat. So it's a lose-lose if the man just walks away from this situation. If the woman is threatening to alienate you or him, him from the kid, if he just walks away, just calm, collectively, while at the same time she's filing for sole custody, he's gonna be a deadbeat. So it's a lose-lose situation, and I could tell he's getting that realization that she just used him. You know what I mean? For his genetics. Okay. It says rewrite at dawn. So they trying to go after him. Oh Lord. He said this is voted. Men, stop hitting women. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? That's what I'm saying. It looks like they fighting for a phone. That's what. Let me highlight this right here. Because I saw this. I'm like, because Darius Jackson, unfortunately, he's an emotional man, and that's first of all, that's a red flag. If you're a woman looking for a man that can't control his emotions, that's a red flag. And I could tell that's what happened. I'm looking at you look at the picture right here. Right here. Oh, you see, right here. This now. It looks like they fighting over a holder. Remember when that video of Offset and I think it was Quavo and Saweetie, the light skinned bitch. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. and you saw them in the elevator fighting over that suitcase. I don't know whatever the hell was in that. People was asking all the wrong questions. I'm like, what the hell was in that suitcase? It must have been it's got to be either cocaine or something like ridiculously like something crazy in there. The way they was fighting over it. That's what that looks like right there. He said, I ain't gonna lie, it looks like they fighting over a phone. These are facts. This is an observant ninja, and it's probably been a ninja that been through it. Now, if you're going at it with your woman to where you got to put your hands on her, that you already lost, in my opinion, because that's a lose-lose situation. If a woman is being loud with you, or if a woman's trying to wind you up, you have to walk away. There's no win for you there. Let's look at this. And they laugh because I can tell you, because Darius Jackson, he's an emotional dude. Remember this footage right here. This is from February 13th, 2022. This is from last year, and this photo right here, I'm assuming, is the most recent one, the November 5th one, right in front of the Ring camera. And this right here, though, they're clearly he saw her phone and it go off, and who you texting? or he probably stole it first, and they're both fighting over it because he's insecure. Let's see this. Oh shoot, she said they are. She never denied that, but it's her phone. Oh wow. So I bet. So apparently the information came out that video right here, it is fighting. They are fighting over a phone. Wow, good to know. I was like, because I saw that when he said that, I was like, that's what I like. They look like they tussling over something. Anyway, I like how she tried to justify it. I like how she tried to justify it. Well, yeah, she said it was the phone, bruh. Well, let's see these comments. That's what I'm saying. Y'all see that? well, like I said, let me put it back on me. Because right here, you see how I went kind of through it critically, really trying to ask these questions, even making sure, holding Darius Jackson accountable for being an emotional man, which you're not supposed to be out here. The way I went through it critically, do you think the average normie, once they just see, they don't even need to see the video evidence. Once they see the allegations, you see the comments. They're saying now Darius Jackson is the most hated man in America. For what? What did he do? We don't even know what happened. We just see the steals. We don't even know the circumstances around it. And the reason why it's a lose-lose on a man's side, if he puts his hands on one, it don't matter. Because as soon as he said, well, she did this, they're like, no, you can't put your hands on a woman. So you just admitted you put your hands on any woman. So you can't even, if you're a man and you got to put your hands on a woman, there's no explaining your way out of it. Just for you to explain it, you already show guilt. You're guilty. So that's a lose-lose right there. But the reason why men can't openly ask the questions that I'm asking about this is for one reason only. Pussy. Men are they're not, whatever, men are going to watch what they say. They're going to watch what they do if they think it's going to interfere with them getting even a crumb of pussy. You know what I mean? So you're going to see a lot of men. Hopefully nobody tries. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure you're going to see some male celebrity white knights trying to talk shit about Darius Jackson and all that. But I will tell this male celebrity this. All the simps that are going to take Keke Palmer's side, I'm going to say this. What happened to R. Kelly? What happened to Bill Cosby? What happened to Kareem Hunt? What happened to Tyreek Hill once upon a time? What happened to Chad Ochocinco once upon a time? Can happen to you. What happened to O.J. Simpson can happen to you when you're messing with women that don't have your back. And Darius Jackson don't realize that he was sleeping with the enemy the whole time. She set his ass up. It's pretty clear for critical thinkers like me, non-gender specific. For critical thinkers, it's clear to me this was a setup. He's been set up and he's been sperm jacked. But I'm not going to expect men to come to this man's defense because they're going to look crazy to the normies. But like I said, my shame, I don't have any shame. Unfortunately, you can blame the teachers that I grow up with that try to make set an example out of me when I was a kid. So my shame, I have no shame. I'm going to think critically out loud on any situation. I'm going to think critically out loud because there are a lot of people that that hear this and be like, wow, I never heard it from this perspective before. We have to think critically out loud, even when it comes to tough topics like this.